Hi, everyone. It's Simon here from the RedGrid GPT team. As per my last video, we've had some pretty significant changes in RedGrid over the last few months. One in particular, the big one is a new partnership and some new expertise joining our team, especially in the area of AI and generative AI, which is really exciting for us because it complements and extends on our industry and existing software solutions that we are offering the industry. But one area that I'm super excited on is we have some epic new team members joining the group and our family. One in particular is this man who joins me now, Rupert Walsh, who Rupert will be joining our team to help what's called design thinking workshops, where you really discover, design, and implement Gen AI solutions for our customers and help begin that process. So without further ado, g'day, Rupert. How are you going?
Hey, Simon. I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Just wondering if you might be able to just give us a little bit of an intro and tell us about your background and also how you'll be helping our RedGrid customers.
Sure, Simon. Sure. So my background is in software engineering. I started my career in IT as a software engineer way back in the late 90s, actually, I would say. So been doing that for a long time. Much of my career with Microsoft, where I started as a software engineering consultant and eventually ended up as a CTO for innovation and incubation in our industry solutions delivery team globally. Fantastic career where I got to work, closely with really talented people within Microsoft and fantastic enterprise customers. Most recently, really looking at the application of AI and AI innovations that were coming out of our engineering teams in Microsoft and landing those with customers around the globe. A lot of AI work, all sorts of other work, all sorts of interesting other things as well. But yeah, big focus on AI recently. And most recently on the large language models and ChatGPT that came out of the OpenAI acquisition that happened right at the start of this year or late last year.
Yeah, and front page news at the moment, obviously. So, and I guess, so like one of the main areas that we're moving in with our engagement with customers is this concept of design thinking workshops. Now, I've had the pleasure of sitting in a couple of these now with yourself and George, who will meet in another video soon. But just wondering if you're able to give us a bit of an intro of a design thinking workshop and just what they entail and how they work.
Sure, Simon. So design thinking's a really core skill to have when you're doing innovation projects or new and novel projects. Really being able to understand how does a new technology or capability, how can you apply that into any domain, such as the energy industry. So our workshop really focuses initially on the ideation phase of design thinking. There's many phases of design thinking, but we're interested in using divergent and convergent thinking initially to generate and explore what sort of ideas and problems can be solved. So we use divergent thinking firstly to brainstorm as many ideas as possible without judging or filtering them, using other techniques like mind mapping, sketching, storyboarding, just basically to gather as many ideas as possible. That's where we're diverging, and then we use convergent thinking to prioritize those ideas, and we test them against the key criteria that are used for innovation projects, which is desirability, feasibility, and viability. And what we're really looking for is an intersection of a problem and a solution that's desirable, feasible, and viable is where innovation actually happens. So desirability is all about making sure that our solution meets the needs and expectations of users and customers, people at the end of the day. Feasibility is about making sure the solution is technically and economically possible to implement. So there are boundaries around what we can and can't do with any technology set, right? And viability means that it's sustainable and going to be profitable in the long term. So, if any of those tests fail, it's very hard to really take something and take it to production and build a business around it.
Yeah, yeah, no,
So that, yeah, makes
they're
sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
They're as I
yeah,
say, I've sat in a couple now with you guys, and you guys have probably run hundreds of these such workshops. But you
yeah.
walk
Many,
out
many
really
over my
energized.
career.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, yeah, many,
really
many over my career, and the goal of that initial design thinking workshop is to really make sure we're solving the right problem. There's a whole lot of different problems you can solve, using generative AI in any particular industry like energy. So we want to make sure that we're solving the right problem first before we move on to the solution mode, which uses other design thinking techniques to again diverge and converge on building the solution right. So firstly, solve the right problem, and then solve the problem right.
yeah, really cool. So, and I guess yeah, so we're thrilled to have you join the group and helping our customers and community. Just wondering if you have any particular message or anything you'd like to say to the RedGrid family. We're a close family in RedGrid, so just any message for our group in particular.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, really looking forward to getting to meet the community a little better. I know it's an amazing community full of people with some incredible ideas around energy and how energy markets and delivery can change. And I just want to really encourage you all to think about, language and images. These are the things that large language models and GPT models are really revolutionizing. How you communicate with your customers and understand data using these incredible models. So I just want to encourage everyone in the community to start thinking about, well, what can we do to connect better with customers or to leverage information that's out there that's being generated to build new and novel solutions that are very, very human centric at the end of the day.
No worries. Thanks, Rupert. So yeah, if anyone's watching as well, we've just redone the RedGrid IO website. So if you have any interest, just come to that site and book a call, and you can meet Rupert and our new team and myself, and we can organise one of these sessions. So thanks again, Rupert, and really thrilled to have you on board. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks for the introduction to this wonderful community, Simon.
No worries. Bye, everyone.
Bye.